Hi Taurus, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are just sort of looking at whatever needs to be known by you. I am doing things a little bit differently. I am using the Celtic Cross layout. I don't normally use this layout on the channel, but getting some really in-depth, interesting messages for you at the moment. So seeing how it goes for everyone. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. We will have some love readings coming up this week, so make sure you subscribe so you can keep an eye out for those. Uh, Today I'm also using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand and getting straight on into it for you, Taurus. Taurus, okay, what's going on for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know right now? What does Taurus need to know right now? Celtic Cross format for Taurus, please. One did just fly out. We're going to take that as part of the overview message. Your energy, Taurus. What crosses you? What's behind you? What's in front of you? Your crown. What's beneath you? And then the 4 individual cards here, we have advice, influences, your hopes and fears, as well as the outcome. All right, so it's going to be one of those messages I feel here, Taurus. Okay, but we will have a look at, I'm using the bottom of the deck as the overview, the general topic here. Like I said, I will be using that one that flew out. And that one that flew out is actually one of my favorite cards to be seeing for you here for the overview, because that was the sun that did fly out there, which, overall happiness. Okay, we are looking at a lot of happiness coming your way. I do feel as though this message is going to be a lot about what makes you feel happy in your life, what things that need to be revealed to you come out into the light, that it's those epiphanies about what truly makes you happy, what truly makes you feel seen, what truly boosts the light within. All right, especially here with the anchor and then the magnifying glass backing that up. All right, so with the anchor there, that's a very secure, stable anchoring, energy. So it's really what's making you feel, that happiness, that you can rely on happiness, that you can feel safe and secure in happiness. And we do see the magnifying glass as well. So we're looking really deep, examining things deep within us. So really, this reading does appear to be about, the examination of what actually is making you happy in this life, delving deeper within to yourself, looking a little bit closer at the things that make you truly happy, as opposed to the things that, society says that should make you happy, where we're really sort of diving deep down into ourselves to find happiness and whatnot as well. So, and I can definitely see that coming through in the general spread here as well. Firstly, your energy here, we do have the ring. Now, that is actually your card, Taurus, I believe. I'll just double check that. Yes, definitely your card. So your energy is you at the moment. So this is very inwardly focused, this reading, focusing on you and what matters to you. We're not worrying about everyone else. We're not worrying about, all the external stuff, the stuff that's going on around you. We're worrying about ourselves at the moment, Taurus, which good way to be. But it really does show us as well, looking and analyzing the patterns and the cycles that you've been through in your life as well. And what parts of those patterns and cycles that you've experienced make you feel happiness, and what things do we want to steer away from that don't evoke happiness within ourselves, evoking that inner light. We do see a strong focus also with your energy on relationships, commitments that you have made to people and things in your life as well. So strong energy there, just coming from you yourself, staying committed, staying loyal to the things that you are committed to, and just strengthening those commitments within your own self. The commitments that you have to others, making that do make you feel happy. You're strengthening those commitments. Okay, now the energy that is crossing you here, we do have the compass. Okay, so that's coming through as your challenge. So there is an element here, especially too with the crown that I'm seeing for you here, which would be your desired outcomes. For your desired outcomes, we do have the hedge maze, which sort of shows that you kind of don't know exactly what your desired outcomes look like for yourself here. You're a bit lost and confused about what you actually desire from this, from examining yourself, from having these epiphanies. You're not exactly sure. You're just feeling a little bit lost and confused as to what the actual outcome is going to be for you here. And that is totally fine, because I don't feel as though there necessarily needs to be a very clear outcome here. It does sort of, like I said, I can kind of straight away see through the layout, where this is heading for you. And I don't think there actually needs to be a clear outcome that you do desire here, an ideal that you're looking for here. It doesn't necessarily need to be the case. That's probably why this is crossing you, challenging you, because there is a part of you kind of feeling like, well, why am I looking at all this stuff? Why am I examining myself? Why am I wanting to know what exactly is make me happy? But ultimately, I think the answer is because it's what makes you happy, Taurus. And does there need to be an actual reason attached to that? Do you need to feel as though this is a guiding, something to guide you, or show you exactly where to go in your life? Not really. It's just about shining your beautiful light, and just being happy. And a lot of the time you don't need a compass to guide you to happiness. That's something that it's just a state of being. It's not necessarily something that you have to aim towards. It's just finding happiness. It's not necessarily forcing happiness, if that kind of makes sense. What's behind you here? We do have the book. All right, so the past energy here is showing us that you've learned a lot. There's been a lot that's happened in the past that you have learned those lessons from. So, once again, you don't necessarily need that guiding energy to show you where you're going from here, because you're seeing very clearly where you've been and how much you have learned. This is actually, I feel for a lot of you, this is actually just a period of time for you to just stop and just enjoy it, living in the moment, and just enjoy what you have, having gratitude for what you have right here, right now, without having to look forward to what's next. But what is next here in the future energy? We have the lily. Okay, so we do definitely see, longevity here in the future. It's just a lot of, kindness, morality. It's basically all these things about yourself that are making you happy. They're moving you forward into the future to be the best version of yourself. Like, and that's being supported here, that this is long term, that this is part of who you are. This is part of your truth. This is, not letting that light dim and finding those things that truly make you happy. There's something that are going to be with you forever. It's not something that's going to go away. You're not going to change dramatically. All these good things you're seeing about yourself, they are part of you. They are part of your future. All right. It's okay to be very intimate with yourself. It's opening you up to intimacy with yourself and understanding what makes you happy, and therefore inspiring that energy in your life and around your life. Like attracts like, and that's exactly what's happening here, is that the more that you're shining your light, and the more that you're just enjoying the bliss and the happiness and the joy that you're experiencing, no matter how small in your life, it's creating a pattern for you in the future as well. All right, that you're going to keep attracting that. The more that you're grateful for, oh, this is so amazing, I'm so happy I've got this in my life, the more you're going to attract that same sort of energy of, like, you're kind of telling the universe, this stuff makes me happy. Thank you so much for giving me this stuff. And the universe goes, oh, okay, so that's what you want. Okay, cool. I'll give you more of that then. I'll give you more of that then. Whereas if you're thinking negatively, the universe starts to think that that's what you want, because that's all you think about. So it's really kind of like an epiphany of, well, the more that I'm just thinking positive and embracing all the positive stuff, wow, the more that all this positive energy keeps coming back to me. And it's something that's going to be a pattern for you in the future as well. I feel it's changing that future pattern for yourself into a more positive spin permanently, I feel, for a lot of you here. What's beneath you? What's your subconscious energy here? We do have the rider. Okay, so it's kind of like you are feeling as though you know, that at any given moment something could come in and knock you off your horse, kind of thing. There is a concern here that maybe I am up on my high horse a little bit, but no, not at all. I feel as though that's just a subconscious concern. You just don't know exactly which direction this is all taking you. You know, the rider does move fast, and I just feel like that's your subconscious concerns here, is that, am I moving too fast? Am I, you know, no, not at all. Not at all. Okay. The advice that you are being given, we have the fox. Look out for yourself. Look after yourself. Be a little bit selfish. Follow what makes you happy. You know, if it makes you happy, do that. You know, it may come across to other people as selfishness sometimes, but it's not. It's survival. It's doing what you need to do to get to where you need to be. And it's time for a lot of you, Taurus, that you do, you know, be a little bit more independent in creating your own happiness and promoting that to yourself as something that I'm going to strive to continue towards, the happiness here, that I'm going to stand up for myself and do what I need to do to ensure that is something I'm attracting. You know, so your advice is to, you know, be a little bit selfish, have fun with it, and be independent. Take care of yourself, you know. Make sure you are taking care of yourself. The external influences, nothing bad, nothing bad. We're finding that this is all just, you know, you're very well positioned for this energy at the moment, Taurus, because the external influences, we have the flowers. So the more that you're giving out to the universe, the more you're getting back. This is, I feel like for a lot of you, this is the universe, rather than anything actually material in your external influences here. It's like I was sort of saying with the, you know, the more that you're putting out, the like attracts like. And that's exactly what this is. The external influences is the more time, love, energy, that positivity that you're putting into things, that you're putting into yourself, the more you start receiving that back. The more that you gift yourself to the world, the more that the universe goes, oh, now I want to gift you the world, sort of thing. So it's very reciprocal energy. It's very like attracts like. The more of something that you're putting out, the more that you're receiving back in return. Okay, so really, really good energy for this reading, Taurus. I absolutely love this for you guys. You know, I even nearly said at the very start there that, you know, I have noticed a bit of a shift for Taurus. We've been through some rough stuff relatively recently, Taurus, and there's definitely been a bit of a shift into a more positive zone for you this week, especially. So this is really clarifying that out and showing us that you are definitely moving in the right direction. Even though, you know, the hopes and the fears, we do have the well. So once again, you know, there is this fear here with like the rider in the subconscious, and then the well in the hopes and fears. There is a bit of a, you know, a fear that, what if I dig too deep and find something within myself that I don't like? You know, what if I get to the bottom of who I am, and I'm not happy with who I am? But that's just a fear. There is this hope that, do you know what, I can actually dig down deep and gain a strong relationship with myself down to the core of my soul. And we're definitely seeing that is going to be the case. So those fears are just fears. That's all they are. It's not, you know, we all have moments of self-doubt and things like that, and worry that, you know, what happens if I get down deep and there's actually a part of myself that I really don't like, or I didn't know about, or something like that. Definitely not going to be the case, I don't think, here, Taurus. I feel like it's all about understanding yourself on a different level, and I'm feeling a sense of, you know, a lot of growth, and it's all sort of clicking into place for you at the moment, especially here with the outcome. We do have the clockwork, which is kind of, you know, all the cogs fitting into the right space at the right time, getting everything moving, flowing, lovely. You know, this is, you know, everything sort of clicking into place for you. You've been doing so much work on yourself, you know, just in general here. You've been through so much, you've learned so much, you've grown so much, that it's all sort of clicking into place for you. Everything's falling into place exactly where it needs to be to, you know, work perfectly. Have that little cuckoo come out and go, doo-doo, you know. So the outcome is everything falling into place for you. You can't really go wrong with this reading, Taurus. This is hands down the best reading we've had all week, not going to lie. Just checking in for Taurus. Is there anything extra Taurus needs to know in regard to this message? Anything extra Taurus needs to know here? We have the birds here and then the tower. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to talk about what you're going through and what you're seeing in yourself, especially with those who are, within your foundation. The tower sometimes is a bit isolating. Don't feel because these are kind of contrasting. Okay, we have isolating energy here, but the birds is very chittery, chattery, flittery, sociable type energy. So don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't isolate yourself. Use a foundation of just chatter and, a little bit of maybe just that lightheartedness of some, getting involved in gossip kind of thing is coming through, not in a bad way, but like, just a little bit of gossip, with things that are in your foundation. So this is people that are in your foundation. I feel for a lot of you here that, people that you are very close to those, once again, we do see your energy here with the things that you're committed to. So the people, the foundations that you're committed to here, for a lot of you, this is going to be people that you've known for a very long time, childhood, siblings, parents, children, those sorts of people that are a part of your strong core, your foundation, your core. So for some of you, it may be partners, close friends, all that sort of stuff as well. But don't be afraid to get in a bit of light-hearted banter and gossipy type energy with those people, especially about what you're going through and what you're noticing about yourself. It's actually, really good for the energy here as well. Don't be afraid to tell people how much you're seeing about yourself. And I feel like people are going to back you up and say, do you know what? I see that about you too, Taurus. I'm so happy for you. Especially those foundational people. It's good news. All right. And people want this for you, I feel. These people, they want this for you. So it's good to express that to them as well. All right. Have those conversations. But that's what we have for you today, Taurus. I kind of want to say congratulations, but you are welcome to check other placements. But like I said, why would you want to when you've gotten the best reading of the week? But make sure you do subscribe. I do really appreciate that, and I'll see you all again soon.